Hi guys, welcome to Santuario Yoga. I'm Jenny, and today is just a fun little crow chair squat sequence that you can add to any of your practices if you're doing a home practice, or maybe just a fun thing to kind of slip in there to practice your crow pose. I'm coming into this class assuming that you already know crow pose, so I won't be explaining it today. We're just going to kind of go for it. Best if you come in a little bit warmed up. We're going to do a little warm up for the wrists, but if you come in a little bit warmed up, even better. So all you're going to need is your mat, yourself, a place to practice. If you like what you see today and you want to support our channel, go ahead and click subscribe and feel free to tell all of your friends. So let's get started. We're going to start in a tabletop position again, just to kind of say hi to the wrist. But, I'm assuming that you're coming in body pretty warmed up. So in your tabletop, I want you to just bring your hands about shoulder width distance, wrists right underneath the shoulders, and the knees right underneath the hips. And we're going to tuck the toes for this part of it. 3 rounds of CatCow, nice and simple, nice and easy. We'll inhale, drop the tummy, flip the tail, broaden the collarbone. And then we'll exhale, round and release the spine, tucking the tailbone, crown of the head down to the floor. 2 more like that. Inhale, dropping the belly, flipping the tail, broadening the collarbone, looking up. And as you exhale, round, 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 and release. Let go of any tension at the face and the neck. Inhale, drop the belly, flip the tail. And exhale, round and release. Beautiful. And then very slowly release that. Untuck your toes. Maybe do a little tap, tap if that feels good to you. And then we're just going to flip the wrists around a couple times. So we'll turn the fingers towards us, maybe lean back a little bit, maybe a little bit of a circular motion. Whatever works for you is fine. Sometimes I like to just continue to kind of flip things around. You can turn them facing out, a little side to side action. Just creating a little bit of space and a little bit of warmth. Spreading the fingers out nice and wide, taking a little grip into the fingertips. Good. Perfect. So let's go ahead and spread those fingers out nice and wide. Bring the fingers facing forward if you're not there now. Your index fingers are going to face forward. We're going to grip down into the floor a little bit, which is something that we use for our crow pose. We're going to press the floor away, round through the upper back, tuck the toes back under, take a deep breath, and push right up into a down dog. And what I'd like you to do is settle into the dog using your breath. Okay, again, we're assuming that you've done some sort of exercise before this, so you're pretty warmed up already. And so as you inhale, allow yourself to lengthen and create some space through the side body. And as you exhale, allow your heels to sink a little further to the ground. Now, this is a really active posture. So the quadriceps are fired up. You're looking towards your kneecaps. You can see that they're lifted. Hips are up and back. We're hollowing the lower belly. And those arms, we feel those arms, right? Those triceps are wrapped around those bones. Those shoulders are away from the ears. And we're firm through our foundations, our feet, our hands. Our breath is nice and steady. And that's something that I would like you to pay attention to as we move through this, is really working that yogi breath. Beautiful. I want you to look towards the hands, and we're just going to very gently step our 2 feet forward right between our hands. Toes and heels are going to touch for the first round, okay? We're going to take a nice inhale, and as you exhale, I want you to sit your booty nice and low into chair pose, immediately shifting the weight back into the heels. Always look down. We want to see our toes, right? We don't ever want to be way over here. We're nice and far back. We hug the lower belly in. We inhale all the way to the top. I want you to bring the palms together and prayer the hands. Take a deep breath, stretching all the way up, pressing down through the heels. We're going to inhale our way up, hands to heart center, and we're going to exhale, sit right back down into chair, arms and ears together. Inhale, bring it to the top. Exhale, sitting it back down. Every time you sit back down, I want you to make sure that that weight is back into those heels, right? Our lower belly is super, super firm, and we're keep lifting the chest. We're constantly lengthening the spine. Keep making the goal to bring the arms up with the ears as you sit down. Breathe nice and easy, paying attention to that yogi breath. Keep those legs nice and firing up. And really squeeze your glutes. Engage your hamstrings. Hug the inner thighs and the knees. I know you're wondering how many of these we're doing. I think I forgot to tell you. So we're going to go for 10 more. Breathe for 10. Try to keep hips in line with knees when you sit. 9. So getting really low. Lowest chair you can find. 8, breathe. 7, 6, nice. 5, almost there. Last 4, get a little lower if you kind of skimping a little bit. 4, 3, lower tummy in. Last one, we're going to hold it low. Freeze it low. Separate the hands, spread the fingers wide, and reach out through your fingertips. Hug your lower belly in. Focus your eyes on one spot and shift to the tips of your toes. I want you to push the front of the foot forward. Think light. I always tell you that. Think light on your heels, light on your knees. We're going to lower the chest and the thighs about parallel to the floor. Take a pause there. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 2, and then start to open the knees into a diamond shape, floating the hands to the floor to get yourself ready for your crow pose. So spreading the fingers out wide, you're going to find your knees are going to be right where you want them, right in the triceps, right in the armpits. When you're ready, eyes on one spot, shift and lift. And then the idea is to hold it. We tend to rush into these postures. We hold it for 2 seconds, and we get right out of it. So I want you to breathe. Press the floor away. Hips up, belly in. Think light. 5, 4. Keep trying if you fell out. 3, 2. Now on 1, we'll either jump back to chaturanga or we'll put the feet down and step back. It's up to you. When you're ready, meet me there. Meet me in chaturanga. Inhale through to a nice up dog. And exhale, pulling it into down dog using your abdominal muscles. Beautiful. And then just shift back if you've kind of rode to the front of the mat. Take a deep breath in. And exhale it out. One more time. Inhale. And exhale it out. This time, I want you to look between the hands. Step the 2 feet forward, but we're going to keep 6 inches between the feet. So you're going to step it forward, maybe 2 fist distance. That's a great way to measure it. And we're going to take a little forward fold. It's just stretching out the wrists again before we start. So sliding the hands under the feet. Toes are going to line up with the crease of the wrist. Inhale, lengthen, shifting the weight to the ball of the foot. It's like you're giving yourself a little hand massage. And as you exhale, start to forward fold. It doesn't have to be your deepest forward fold. Here are your key points. Quadriceps are engaged to send a signal to the hamstring. I got you, buddy. You can start to open up. Lift your hip bones up towards the ceiling as you pull the belly in and lengthen the crown of the head towards the floor. Never just focus on the obvious stretch in the hamstring, but think about stretching the whole backside of your body. Breathe 3, 2, and on 1, slowly release your grip, hands to the floor. I want you to inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, sit your butt into the lowest chair that you could possibly find. So same place we left off, but our feet are separate. We ready? We inhale the arms up. We're going to prayer the hands. You can always cross the thumbs if you want to, if that helps you. What I want you to focus on is don't let the knees roll in. Don't let the heels roll in. Everything is 6 inches apart. Lower belly is in. Inhale, press through the heels to get to the top. 20. 19, 18, breathe. 17, keep the weight back in the heels. 16, arms and ears together. 15, zip up your lower belly. 14, 13, 12, 11, last 10, we get a little lower. Again, think booty in line with knees. 9, 8, 7, arms in line with ears. 6, belly in a little bit more. Last 5, best 5, don't let those knees come in. 4, breathe. 3, almost there. 2, last 1, hold low. Freeze it low, separate the hands, spread the fingers out nice and wide. You know where we're going, so eyes on one spot. Shift to the tippy tops of your toes. Don't let your heels or your knees come in. Reach through your fingertips. Lower your thighs and your chest parallel to the floor. And pause, because you can. Hold there for 3, for 2. On 1, float the hands to the floor. The knees should be right where you want them. Spread the fingers wide, grip the floor, and float it up into crow pose. And again, what I want you to think about is coming to a place and really pinpointing this focus of being able to hold it. So pressing the floor away, pulling the belly in, and lifting the hips up. And think light. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, calm your mind. 2. On 1, you'll jump back or step back, chaturanga. Inhale through to your up dog. Exhale, pulling it into your down dog. Taking a nice big deep breath in by the nose and out by the mouth. Clear it out. Drop the knees to the floor. Sit back on the heels of the feet. And again, it's something you can insert into any practice that you do, or just a nice playful thing to work around with. Get a little exercise to the booties, little lift to the buttocks, and practice your crow pose. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you soon. Namaste.